Agora é aquele momentinho que a gente dá uma pausa na principal e vem pra cá. Eu acho que aqui eu já não tenho mais muita missão nova, né? Na verdade eu tenho. Se eu quiser ficar fazendo isso daqui e... Se eu quiser ficar fazendo isso daqui e ganhar dinheiro, eu fico. Só que eu quero avançar um pouquinho mais nessa facção. É por isso que eu quero descobrir como é que eu subo aqui. Subindo por algum caminho que sobe. Jogo. Ah, é aqui. Vamos começar a fazer algumas missões de facção também. Eu tenho 2 facções, mas depois mais pra frente eu vou querer entrar nas outras. E aí a gente vai fazendo as missões, porque essas missões são importantes. Olá, rapaziada, como é que vocês estão? Espécie de homem, vamos aí a mais um episódio de Starfield. E nesse episódio, depois da gente ter aquele encontro assim maravilhoso naquele anel muito esquisito com poderes especiais e ganharmos poderes especiais provavelmente alienígenas, antes de prosseguirmos com a nossa missão principal, nós vamos tentar dar assim um livramento da Emma que tá nos perseguindo à torta à direita. A gente não sabe o que ela quer, mas ela quer alguma coisa. E é claro, aproveitar isso e continuar um pouquinho a missão do Freestars. Até porque eu vou fazer também as missões das facções junto com as missões da parte da linha principal. Mas antes de mais nada, vamos ao nosso pequeno ritual padrão. Pega um aéreo petisco, chama os amigos e bora se divertir, mas antes deixa aquele joinha que aquece esse coração. Se não for inscrito, já aproveita e se inscreve. Bora lá.
Yes.
O que você quer falar comigo? Sério, que gentileza.
Well, it seemed like a good idea. I saw it earlier and thought you might like it. Or find it useful. Or, well, whatever. Of course. We are partners, are we not? I will keep an eye out in the future. And if I see something, I might hold on to it for you.
Oh. Que fofa. 300 e poucos créditos. É, sai daí. Obrigado. Eu fui pro lugar errado. O negócio tá mais em cima ainda. Ah, aqui. Oi, criatura.
That call we got from Wagner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagners off the land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done. For the time being, yes, but you could still be in danger. That's why we need to fill in some blanks.
Sim.
What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm?
Eles sabiam lutar, estavam bem armados, deviam ser mercenários. Provavelmente.
That's true. Then someone must have hired them. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm?
Entregar códice. Eles contrataram alguém, mostrar códice. Eles contrataram alguém para roubar uma nave da Tech.
Tech ships ain't exactly cheap. That thief could probably tell us a lot about these men you ran into.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. They also said something about being forgotten. They seemed bitter about it, resentful. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? Any of that sound familiar?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago. After the Battle of Nera. What was left of it anyway.
O que aconteceu lá?
1st Cavalry lost almost all their mechs and soldiers in a big push to take the United Colony's base. They were just about there when a ceasefire order came down. Both sides had just lost too much by then. It was a bloodbath. The commanding officer of the 1st disobeyed the order. He didn't want the lives of his soldiers to be sacrificed for nothing. They court-martialed him, and the rest of the surviving officers, and locked them all up. I suppose it ain't impossible, but it's real damn unlikely. The unit was pretty much wiped out, and the few that survived ended up in prison after a court-martial for disobeying orders. I don't recall how long the sentence was. The war between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective? Worst conflict the settled systems has ever seen. Each side unleashed terrible weapons on the other. And countless people died. The armistice was signed 20 years ago. But a lot of folks still bear their scars.
Estranho explica o interesse deles na fazenda. Achar ladrões de nave que aqueles homens contrataram é a nossa melhor opção.
Hell, it's our only lead. The Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to. The ruling body that oversees the Freestar Collective and the Rangers. The council members are the political and corporate elite of the Freestar Collective, so we have to tread lightly when we're dealing with them. Proud, stubborn, and smart. A self-made man. He built Hope Tech through blood, sweat, and sheer willpower. Good. The last thing I need is the council breathing down my neck. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montera Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry. Good hunting.
Ah, ela não tá me seguindo, gente, que bom. Ufa. Que bom. Porque ela tava assim, ela não tava bugada, na verdade. Ela tava, como posso dizer? Ela estava à nossa espreita até a gente entregar a missão, só que a gente não entregou a missão, entendeu? Como a gente não terminou de entregar a missão, porque a missão oficial era suplente oficial, só que a entrega da missão é onde se constrói a esperança, ou seja, é a próxima missão. Até a entrega dessa ela tava seguindo a gente. E me ferrou lá, né, nas torretas. Mas enfim. Vá para a órbita de Polvo. Vamos dobrar. Estamos chegando perto da nave. Só falta me dar o bug de novo. Ó. De vez em quando ele dá um bugzinho que eu não consigo Atracar nas naves. Ó, tá vendo? Agora foi. Às vezes vai, às vezes não vai, às vezes é um ponto específico. Vamos procurar. Pois. Ou não. Pronto. Eita. Calma aí.
Please tell me you're here to help, not to try and steal my ship.
É uma bela nave, mas não vim pra... É uma bela nave, mas não vim aqui por ela.
Yeah, well, if you want to keep that badge, then don't get any ideas. This old girl and I have been through a lot together. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off, but they got a few good hits in. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs.
Ainda estão por
No,
perto?
no chance. They took as much of a beating as I did, while outnumbering me 3-1, I'd like to point out. Repair my ship? Please. I'll be fine once the pain medication kicks in. The priority right now is the ship. Can't do my job without it.
Tá
Just
bom.
patch her up enough to get to Hopetown. The rest can get fixed up there. Thanks. I owe you one.
Not the most exciting work I can think of.
Vem consertar a nave. Tem que consertar a nave.
I'd like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
De novo. Pronto.
Thanks. That should get me home.
Alguém ainda vai ter que lutar com aqueles bandidos.
You're right. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen. Light armaments, not too fast. Pilots are gifted amateurs, but still amateurs. You'll be outnumbered, but they'll be damaged, which should even things up for you. They look to be heading for Polvo's moon Miatha. Good hunting.
Ok. Opa. Pronto. Vamos esperar a lua Miatha. Meu Deus, espera aí. Cadê a criatura que quer falar comigo? Oi, o que você quer falar de novo?
Temple? I am not sure what to call it. In all my time amongst the stars, I have never heard of such a thing. What do you think that place was?
A coisa toda me deixou confortável logo de cara. Nunca tinha imaginado um lugar como esse.
Certainly it is too soon to speculate about who built it, but how can we not? After what you experienced, do you have any insights?
É impossível que tenha sido construído por humanos.
The implications. I am sorry. After what you have been through, I should be asking about you. Are you all right? Have you felt any side effects?
Tô até que bem.
A cynical person might suggest that in itself could be a side effect. But for now, we will just assume you have been very fortunate. The artifacts that temple this new ability you have acquired, clearly they are all connected. This is all so much bigger than we realized. Right. Now we have even greater reason to press forward, to learn more about what is at work here. How are you, Dusty?
Como é que tô? Onde se constrói esperança? Vá para Miatha. Miatha. Venha. Agora é tu. Percebi que se você desacelera, fica mais rápido pra você. Beleza. Você desacelera, fica mais rápido pra você pegar e virar. Vamos porza. Porza, porza, porza.
Smugglers always like to use Hope Tech ships to resemble legitimate transports. I wonder how the company feels about that.
Uhum. A gente já veio aqui já.
Hello.
Oi.
A fair amount of business runs through Hopetown, and from what I understand, most honest.
És tu que eu tenho que
Made
falar.
it.
Uhum.
Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust?
Uma coisa de cada vez. Como é que você
I
tá?
can walk, talk, and breathe without too much pain. That's good enough for me.
Não tem problema não.
I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened him up for you. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free.
Ninguém da Hope
No,
registrou?
I can't get answers as to why not. I'm sure Mr. Hope has his reasons.
Então vamos
His
lá.
office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on.
Siga Niakalu.
I have never liked Hope Tech ships,
I'm guessing
though I suppose that is hardly the point of them.
Ron Hope isn't just the founder and president of Hope Tech. He's on the Council of Governors. The council oversees the Freestar Rangers, so don't rile him up. I've
Okay.
spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire about the man. Everything you see around you, he built. Pretty much everyone in this town owes him for their livelihood. Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect.
Ok.
All the way up. Is it just me, or does every executive in the settled systems have an office on the top floor? I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're, well, above everyone.
Deixa eu andar mais rápido. Eles que andam lento ou o nosso personagem que anda rápido demais? Nosso personagem que anda rápido demais.
As for parts, try outsourcing some. Do a contract with scavengers maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Bridget. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Freestar Rangers. At last! Dad, good to see you. I think we're done here, Bridget.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling being a Freestar Ranger. We certainly could use more of you.
Deixa eu chegar mais perto dele pra falar.
Let's get down.
Pronto.
Shall we? Time is money. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done.
Direto da fábrica
The
ainda.
sooner the better.
Oportunidade. Vou fazer o alcance, mas não posso nada. Encontrei a sua nave roubada e montar a Luna.
Good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors.
Tô nem aí pra essa posição.
I'm glad we understand each other.
You certainly seem to have taken a liking to this man.
Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind.
A nave foi entregue a um grupo de homens que estava tentando tomar uma fazenda. Um grupo de mercenários contratou um ladrão para roubar sua nave.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Sadly, there's no lack of mercenaries in the settled systems. I suppose the chance to cut costs by stealing a ship was too good to pass up? Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can.
Tinha uma coisa especial?
No, nothing at all. It was just a standard HopeTech cargo holder. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. HopeTech builds some of the most durable and reliable starships in the settled systems. Now, you can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes. We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all. Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than a little suspicious. However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not inconceivable the thief could have slipped in unseen.
Porque ninguém registrou ocorrência de roubo. O ladrão teve ajuda de dentro. Sabe alguma coisa a respeito? Que ninguém registrou ocorrência de roubo.
Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist. What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. HopeTech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know.
Isso é tudo.
Well, I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
If more people know about the theft, your chances of learning something useful will improve. Someone might have seen the thief and could identify them.
I considered that, but in the end, I deemed it too great a risk. I've chosen to place my faith in the Freestar Rangers instead.
Agora tá bonito assim, com a posição. Outra vai reclamar de novo.
Mr. Hope, there's been a development.
Desculpe interromper. Vamos lá. Ouço o relato de Cosette.
Sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen
ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last.
Neon.
Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Uhum.
Can I get a word?
Sim.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail.
É o suficiente pra seguir em frente.
Let's hope. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place.
Você pode me dizer
He's
sobre
what
ele?
I'd call a pragmatist. He sees things for what they are. He's also well connected, which means a lot on Neon. You should listen to what he tells you. It'll keep you out of trouble. Well, we could talk for an hour about that. The short version would be that crime, law, and justice don't exactly mean the same things there. The badge doesn't carry the same weight on Neon, so you might have to get creative.
Uhum.
He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there.
Quais são seus
I'll
planos?
be taking it easy for a couple of days. Need time to heal up. Then, I need to get back up there and keep an eye out for more pirates. I'm hoping to track one of their ships so I can find their hideout. Guess we could both use a little luck, huh? No problem. Good luck on Neon, Deputy.
Onde se constrói a esperança. A gente vai ter que ir pra Neon. A nave roubada da Hoptech foi vista em Neon assim que ela foi roubada. Assim que ela foi tirada da fábrica, foi vista em Neon. Há um lugar onde a lei e a justiça é um pouco distorcido do que nós estamos acostumados. Vamos ter que dar uma olhadinha em como são as coisas lá. Mas isso ficará nos próximos episódios e eu espero vocês. Então, se gostaram, deixa aquele joinha que é só clicar, coloca um comentário falando o que você achou, compartilha com os amigos que é muito importante. E se não for inscrito no canal, de aproveita, se inscreve e ativa o sininho para receber notificação dos próximos vídeos. Muito obrigado e até o próximo.